In case you didn't know, I'm Dylan Lepore, and this is the 20th Monday Morning PlayStation Podcast. Each and every week on Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, a new podcast released on YouTube, iTunes, and other podcasting services talking about PlayStation news, games I've been playing, and some commentary on what's happening in my life. Find the MP4 on YouTube at youtube.com/Dylan Lepore, and find the MP3 on Anchor at anchor.fm/MMPP. And here we go. So, last week you might have not noticed that there was nothing that came out, especially from me. It was the weirdest thing. I've been working on this laptop for the past week, trying to fix it and trying to figure out what was going on with it, because I couldn't. It wouldn't allow me to even open the editing software app or even work. And OBS was messing up as well, and so I was trying to fix that and work with that, and I ended up uninstalling it and reinstalling it, and that still didn't work, and so I had to watch some friggin' doing some YouTube research, and that finally worked. And it took me until today, because I just haven't had any time left to dedicate to it, because I've been helping with my mom doing estate sales and stuff as her, helping out with that as it's her business. And so I just had no time on my hands to just sit down and crank this thing out until today, where I finally figured out how to friggin' fix this thing, which I'm glad for, because I wanted to get this back open, and because I couldn't get the Monday Morning PlayStation Podcast out that last week, there's nothing. What I do is that I take the Monday Morning Podcast, and that's a base. I set that as my base for the entire week, and then I work off that throughout the week. And so I use that to help me think about what I'm going to make for the Thursday afternoon games chat, and then the Wednesday post, and that directly connects with the Monday Morning PlayStation Podcast, and the blog post. And I was just with the weekly blog post. It would only been about the weekly blog post because I couldn't. It would only been about the Tuesday blog post, because I couldn't. That would be the only thing I had to write about for the Friday personal weekly update post. And I was just like, screw it. I'm just gonna give this week to myself and figure it out as I go, because I have a ton of other things I have to do. And so if I miss a deadline, I have to just stay focused and be like, I missed the deadline. Okay, I won't miss another one. I won't miss the next one. I missed this deadline, but I can't miss the next one. And so I'm not going to miss this one. Sunday, I need to figure out what to do on Sunday, because recording the Monday Morning PlayStation Podcast takes time, as the exporting takes about 5 hours for video, but for audio it takes about 5 minutes, which because it's not rendering the video into 1080p. And I need to get a freaking haircut and shave. My God. My hair looks so weird. But yeah, I just been fixing this problem and been working and fixing this problem. So my laptop's been solved, and I'm glad about that. So next thing, what I have been watching. I've been watching Dexter recently. I'm on season 3 right now, and that is a crazy show. I mean, a freaking serial killer who's trying to live this personal life with his girlfriend and now fiance, and trying to get a baby, and they're moving into the same house, and like, oh my God, just like, I'm like, all this time in my head I'm thinking, this guy is a serial killer and he's doing all this stuff. No. What? No, this would never exist. This could never happen. And in some ways, the show tries to create him as a superhero, but I'm just like, what? Like, I like Dexter as a character, but I mean, like, he's not doing the right thing. Oh God, it's just a crazy show, and I'd love to know if you guys seen it. It came out, I think it's from 2008 to 2013. I think that's when it ended. And so I'm on season 3 right now. I'm halfway there in season 3. And so I have some time to go before I get to the last season of season 8. And so there's a lot. I've heard there's a lot going to be. Lots of crazy things are going to happen as the season progresses. And so far, a lot of things have happened that are pretty crazy. After season 2, I felt that was such a good conclusion, and it wrapped up everything so nicely. And I had no questions left, and I felt like I was at peace. But I was like, well, let's continue their story, because I know they're definitely not going to end another season like this before again. Because I felt like it ended up so nicely as a package. I felt like just season 1 and season 2 were so great. But it's only going to get crazier. And friggin' Dexter's sister is getting into. She's having at least 1 or 2 relationships per season. Different relationships per season. And I'm just like, oh my god. But it's a pretty crazy episode, and I'd love to know what you guys think about it by adding me at Twitter at Dylan's Legos, or commenting on YouTube, or what other podcasting services there are. But feel free to either follow me on Twitter at Dylan's Legos, or Instagram at Dylan's Legos, or track me down on my website at dylanlepore.com, and feel free to subscribe and help me out by 5-starring this podcast on iTunes, because that really helps me out with ratings, and I love to get more people watching and just talking to more people about video games and my life and experiences and video games and PlayStation mostly. But I also wanted to get into what's been going on. So yeah, I've been helping out my mom with her estate sale. She runs a liquidation business. I've been helping her out with as a family. I've been helping her out with this for basically my entire life. And that's a good 21 years, as I just turned 21. And so she used to run a couple businesses, and she used to run her own business. And she started out on eBay when the whole eBay boom happened, when eBay first came out and stuff like that. And so I've been helping her with boxes and shipping and lifting furniture and moving crap all the time. And I was helping out this week, and now she closed her shop, but now she does liquidations, and she goes to people's houses. Instead of having her own place where she sells stuff, she goes to people's houses and sells stuff there, their stuff. And so that's what I've been doing for the past couple of days. I've been doing that for the next couple of weeks. But my stuff will be out before then. So Monday will be out. The Monday podcast will be out today, and then the Tuesday 400 writing prompt post will be out on the website on Tuesday, and then the Wednesday post, the video will be out on Wednesday, and then the Thursday I make the Thursday afternoon games chat on Wednesday, and so that'll be out Thursday, and then the Friday weekly update will be in the afternoon of Friday, and then just a week cycles over again. I just got to make sure Sunday I need to record this podcast. Sunday morning, and then do my script writing on Saturday afternoon. That's a little bit confusing, but it's just how I need to process the schedule, because Sunday I try to hang out with my dad, or there's something going on, or I just stuff gets in the way, and I just can't. I want to hang out with family and stuff like that, but I just need it. This is a priority for me, and I really need to get this out. And last week with the whole friggin' computer thing, it screwed that up for me. But I also wanted to go back over. I wanted to go, this thing right here, you see this is raised up. I got a new tripod. This is from one of my mom's estates. I got a new tripod, and this is an actually really good tripod. It's really old. It's old. It came in old. I have the box and everything with it. But I had to brush it off because it had a whole bunch of dirt and white paint all over it and stuff like that, and cobwebs. And so it's brand new, never been used. It was just the box was open. And so it was in a basement, and so it got a lot of weathering and stuff like that. But it's overall, I cleaned it after I cleaned it and wiped it down just with water. It's freaking. It looks brand new, and it looks never been used. There's a little bit of rusting, but that's pretty much nothing on this thing. But it's freaking awesome. It has a wind up gear for raising the platform up, and it has a liquid the measuring thing to balance it out. I never had one that had that, but it was awesome. It's super cheap. Like I think it was $4. Yeah, $4 for this, and oh yeah, it is a great deal. I think they go for. I think this brand. I think I looked this one up, and I think it goes for like $16 or $20. So most of the tripods I buy for either get I get super cheap for like $1 or some change, or like 50. I think I got a tripod for 50 cents one time, and I do not purchase camera equipment online at all. Only from yard sales and only what I can get, because it costs way too much. I think the most I spent on camera gear is $50, and that's not. I got a DSLR for $25, and I paid $50 for a uh, for this Sony CyberShot camera, which is a great camera. I'd highly recommend getting this if you want to shoot, especially low light photos. This is great in low light. Beats my DSLR with low light, especially because the lenses that came with my DSLR camera are not vibration resistant, and so it really does shake a lot with the DSLR when you take it in low light, and that really disrupts the photos a lot. But makes for good trippy photos if you're into that. But I also got a microphone as well, which is right there on the ground. And so I'm going to be playing around with that a little bit, and it's an actual microphone that you would talk to with. It's like a regular I don't know what they call those, a regular microphone, but with the bulb on top like that for like people sing with it and stuff like that. So that's nice, and I got that for like $10, and it was again super cheap, super. Uh, you're not gonna get those prices online at all. I just throwing that out there. That's why I highly recommend going to yard sales and stuff like that, or estate sales, or whatever, or thrift stores or whatnot, because those have the cheapest deals. Because what I say is that if you can post something online on a store, you have the capability and the know-how to probably look that item up too as well and see what it's selling for. And when somebody's selling at a yard sale or estate sale, most of the time, not always, most of the time, they're looking, they're just looking to get rid of it and be like, they'll be like, I don't know, $5. My mom got me a PSP Go for $5 at a yard sale, and that moves me on to the next thing. Is that my collection? I actually looked at my collection. I have like 500 games plus systems in my collection, and wow, I looked them all up, and I got some pretty rare copies. Like there's this one game called Little Red Riding Hood Zombie Barbecue. Highly recommend looking up that game. It's a freaking fun game to play on the DS. You're Little Red Riding Hood killing zombies, and it is as crazy as it sounds. And then I got the PSVR for $90 from a guy at Radford, is the college I go to, and he just wanted to get rid of it because he doesn't use it. And right now, it's currently selling. The average price on eBay is currently selling for $200, and you can get it at the store for $345, I believe. And so I paid $90 for a PSVR headset. And that was a steal if I don't know what else is. And then I think the next thing, yeah, my collection. I looked up my collection. There's this awesome site called PriceCharting.com, specifically for video games. I highly recommend if you have a video game collection, I highly recommend getting an account for this website and just looking it up, because I wanted to total up my assets that I have, and I wanted to see how much of things I have that it's worth, and my collection's worth over $5,000, and I highly recommend getting that website. Or trying out that website, because I found out rare games that I didn't know were rare. I thought a Little Red Riding Hood Zombie Barbecue was a little bit rare, but I didn't know because it's such a unique game. But I didn't know the Legend of Spyro. Not Dawn. Not the third one. God, I can't think of the name right now. Dawn of the Dragon, or God, I can't think of the name. But I didn't know that was rare for the PS3. It was the third The Legend of Spyro game, and apparently a lot wasn't manufactured for that game, and so it's actually worth about $50 or $60 or and up about its original price when it came out, $60. And I was like, wow. And I'm a big Spyro fan, and also if you have, most Zelda games are going for a lot. And that's any Zelda game in the box and with manual and stuff like that. And that's what the website also helps with. And I'm not sponsored by this website at all. But it's a really cool website because you can really get into the nitty gritty of like, does your game have scratches? Do you have a game? Do you have a box? Do you have the manual? Because people also buy boxes and manuals separately. They don't just buy the game because they're trying to complete. Lots of people want to complete, especially collectors. They want to complete their collection, and so they want the box and a manual. And sometimes they can't get that with the game too, because sometimes if it's a combination, it costs too much. Because people are just like, this is mint condition. But it's pretty cool. Again, I would highly recommend checking out pricecharting.com. And again, like I said, my collection's worth over $5,000. And I was shocked too. I was like, wow, Jesus Christ. Because I have Wii games, I have Sega games, I have Nintendo games, I have Game Boy Advance games, I have Game Boy games, I have PS3, PS2, PlayStation 1, PS4, PS Vita, PSP, DS, DSi. I have one DSi game specifically for the DSi. I have Guitar Hero. I have Singing Star, PSVR. I'm missing something. Sega Game Gear. I think that is about it. PSP, PS Go, which doesn't even take cartridges. I think that's about it. I really want a Game Boy Micro, though. That's what I really want. I've been hunting for a Game Boy Micro. I had my hands on one years ago, and I didn't know what it was because I was so young. And then I finally just rediscovered. I was like, oh. And they go for a lot of money online. I really want one so bad, but I still got to keep searching for the right price and go to flea markets and stuff like that. I really want one. I just really want one. But anyway, let me before I get into that, I almost forgot. Want to repeat my schedule again just to make sure you guys are aware. So listen up. Monday is the Monday Morning PlayStation Podcast, airing at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. And then a Tuesday blog post at dylanlepore.com. I do it in chronological order, but it's 400 writing prompts, and I do the next writing prompt that I have to do, and I believe that's the 7th writing prompt I'm on now. And so 7 out of 400 writing prompts. I have a lot way to go. I have a lot more to go through. So I'll be posting that on Tuesday. Not really. There's no specific time for that. And then Wednesday is a random video that's usually at 12 p.m. Eastern Time. And that video is a segment. If you didn't watch this full thing, it's usually just either picked from this podcast and repost on YouTube as like a 5 to 10 minute video, or I do a separate video that I make myself just to educate you, because not a lot of people want to watch this full podcast, and so I show this to you guys. And then Thursday is the Thursday afternoon games chat, which airs at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, where I talk about a game that I've been playing that I just really want to talk to you, or a game that I played, and I do a simple review of it and just go over my thoughts of it and why I like it. And then Friday is my personal weekly update, which is unspecified time, around 12 p.m. though, and just saying hey and me thinking out loud basically, and just showing you, like, I also do top 5 Spotify songs you should add to your playlist, and I give you a list of the new content that I have produced for you to absorb. And then I just go in, I talk, I just think out loud and just talk about what's happening, what's going on, how I'm feeling, or whatever, and talk about video games or whatnot, whatever I'm feeling. So if you're interested in that, again, feel free. Everything is on my YouTube channel and DylanLepore.com, so I highly recommend checking that out. Or if you're interested in hiring me, I always do freelance work. I do websites, I write articles, I do social media posting, photography, the whole shebang. But I'm one guy, so DylanLepore.com. If you're interested in hiring me, please go ahead or donate to me too. You can donate to me at anchor.fm/MMPP. Donate to the podcast, help support me, and I really appreciate it. And if you're on YouTube, feel free to like this video. So there is my plug for there's my plug for the week. So let's get into the top 10 PlayStation news in no particular order. The next chapter for Destiny 2, and this is one I'm very excited about, by Destiny dev team at Bungie.net. The next chapter for Destiny 2 will reunite you with an old ally to confront new nightmares. This fall, on September 17th, Guardians will return to our moon, twisted, reshaped, and haunted by our past, to confront new threats and uncover new additions to their customized arsenal. Here's a rundown of everything we started to talk about, with some links to spaces you'll want to watch as we roll out new information updates all throughout the year. Destiny 2 Shadowkeep. New nightmares have emerged from the shadows of our forgotten moon, called forth by haunting visions from her tormenting past. Eris Morn has returned and unleashed something that once slumbered beneath the lunar surface, a long dormant power even she cannot control. Return to the moon, journey deep into the mysterious enemy Citadel. Help Eris slay these nightmares before they reach out beyond the moon to cast humanity back into an age of darkness. And so let me stop right there and I'll continue. But Shadowkeep, I'm very excited for. We finally get to see Eris more back into the Destiny universe after her departure when the whole crash happened in the beginning of Destiny 2's life. But she's pretty much a creep. She was big in the Taken King and the Dark Below DLC, basically based on the moon, and she's basically all Hive. She's been possessed. Friggin' Crota gave her this eye, and she's a really weird character. But again, very interesting. She pulls you into the darkness of the Hive, which the Hive have a bigger, or at least what they've had so far is that they have a lot of story behind them. The Hive, and then I think it's the Fallen, and then Vex and Cabal, or is it Cabal and Vex? They're basically tied, but I think it's Hive, Fallen, because I think Taken is more of a Fallen. Taken is more of a Hive thing anyway. Those two are both pretty much the same to me, and then it's Fallen, and then Cabal, and then Vex. But Cabal and Vex can switch out and out then. But I feel like those stories aren't really. There hasn't been really big stories for Cabal and Vex. Saying that though, even though Cabal was a big thing in Destiny 2, how I'm categorizing it, how I'm thinking about it is that I feel like Fallen is a little bit more than Cabal. But even though I'm not saying that their stories are not that significant, I feel like they are. I just feel like Fallen and Hive have a little bit more story to them. Or at least there's a lot more you can write about. But with Callus on the way, that might change. So, I did pre-order the Shadowkeep, and I'm pretty excited about it. I pre-ordered the PS4 USA limited edition, which comes with a big box set that's going to be shipped to my college come September, and I'm can't wait for it. Luckily and unluckily, I don't get a disc for it. There's no steelbook case, or there's no actual physical copy of the game. But it's going to be released digitally, so I'll have that, at least. which I'm still excited for, and plus the goodies that come in the box. And I will be doing an unboxing of that, and I can't wait for that. So, next up with the Destiny 2 list is the new light. So one of our goals of this year is to make it simple for new players to join this amazing community and quickly play alongside our veteran guardians. Destiny 2 New Light is a brand new entry point for newcomers that puts the world of Destiny 2 and all its foundational modes, activities, and rewards into the hands of every player. It's coming September 17th, and it's free to play for all players. So, I'm kind of iffy about this because I spent $180, and now it's all given away for free. Kind of don't like that. Because I know Destiny 2 was given away for free for PlayStation Plus as well, and I'm just like, I'm not really a big fan of that because I'm spending all this money and they're just burning it because they're just giving it away for free. And I guess that's good for founders, but they really need to give their hardcore players that have been there and spent the money something, an incentive. Because if you're just wasting our money and if you're just gonna make it free at the end, it's I don't like that. I do not like that at all. Because I like Destiny, but I feel like they're taking advantage of us in that way, in that sense. I mean, if you just want a donation, tell us. But I'm not going to give you a $180 donation. But I mean, that's how they get you, right? But this new light DLC will include the base Destiny 2 and both DLCs of Mars and... Yeah, Mars and... God, I can't think of it. Mars and what is the other planet? I can't think of the other planet. Mercury, Mars and Mercury. Mars and Mercury DLC. And some of the Forsaken. So not entirely of the Forsaken, but some of the Forsaken. And most of the Forsaken destinations are available. But not everything of Forsaken is available. But again, I don't really like that because it's just given away for free. But I know they want more players to join in on Destiny's fun. So, Destiny 2 on PC. With all these changes afoot, we find ourselves in need of a new home for the Destiny PC community. Since they departed from Activision, they no longer can be on the Blizzard online place where you go to play games. I'm not a PC player, so I know they are holed up on Blizzard right now. But since their departure from Activision, that has to end because Activision owns Blizzard. On September 17th, Destiny 2 will become available on Steam. Current PC players will be able to bring all of their progress and purchases with them. Their guardians, their vaults, and all of their progress will make the move with just a few quick steps. We'll have more announcements on this topic later this summer, and we are committed to ensuring this change is as simple and seamless as possible. Destiny 2 on Google Stadia. Stadia, right? Destiny 2 will be available on Stadia this fall. Stadia is a new platform from Google for playing video games across virtual any screen. To learn more about Destiny 2 on Stadia, to sign up for updates, or to pre-order Stadia on Destiny 2, please visit the official Stadia page on Google. Cross-save for Destiny 2. With all these new ways to play Destiny, you might be wondering where you'll want to invest your time. To make that decision easier, we're excited to announce that Cross-Save will become available this fall. With Cross-Save, you'll be able to access the characters tied to one primary account, enabling you to have an unfilled experience. Unified experience with the same guardians on different platforms. Your first steps will become available on Bungie.net later this summer. Stay tuned. We have more updates for Destiny 2 Shadowwake coming later this year. And so cross-save is pretty cool. So lots of people have been wanting this, especially when they came out with the PC version of it, because if they wanted to switch the Xbox, they can't get their guardians back, which kind of sucks. But it was just the way Activision worked in the exclusivity with PlayStation, and so PlayStation will no longer have exclusivity either. They didn't say that specifically in this post, but they no longer have exclusivity with that partnership, and so everything will be access to everyone day one. But in case I ever want to switch to PC or Xbox for some reason, I can, and I think I can also. They'll also have cross save for Stata as well, which appears so, which is cool. And so cross save and Shadowkeep. I'm super excited for it. So let's get into the next one. So number 222, Final Fantasy VII Remake arrives on PS4 March 3rd, 2020. This article is by Neil Padbon at PlayStation.blog. I'm gonna butcher, as I butchered the first name, I'm gonna butcher this one too. Test Uya Norman, director of Final Fantasy VII Remake, and Yushinora Kitcase, producer of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Delighted fans in person at the Final Fantasy VII A Symphonic Reunion concert this evening when they announced Final Fantasy VII Remake will be coming to PS4 worldwide on March 3rd, 2020. In addition to this exciting news, they revealed a teaser trailer featuring never-before-seen footage, which I saw, and it's pretty good. I recommend watching it if you're really interested in the Final Fantasy VII, the remake. And lots of people are upset about them changing the game play of it, but we talked about this before on the podcast. But I like that it's third person fighting style instead of the, two guys back and forth, just slowly hitting each other. And I feel like it takes forever. I'm just like, I like the strategy in it, but I just want to be in the action. And so next up, number 333, PlayStation Store May's Top Downloads by Justin Manzoli at PlayStation.blog. Dauntless slays the first F2P chart, while Five Nights at Freddy's and Blood and Truth rule PSVR. So the top PlayStation PS4 games. So at number 1, Microsoft PlayStation 4 Edition. Number 2, Grand Theft Auto 5 Edition. Again, these are PlayStation Store digital sales, top digital sales. So again, number 1 is Microsoft PlayStation 4 Edition. Number 2, Grand Theft Auto 5. Number 3, Mortal Kombat 3. Mortal Kombat 11. Number 4, Days Gone. Number 5, World War Z. So the two zombie games competing against their spots. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Number 6. Number 7, NBA 2K19. Number 8, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands. That's still being an awesome played game. And Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege at number 9. And Red Dead Redemption 2 at number 10. Which is awesome. I still need to play Red Dead Redemption 2. But it's cool that you get two zombie games competing against each other. And then Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands and Rainbow Six Siege also competing against each other for their spots as well. The number 8 and 9 spot. And then PSVR games, digitally sold again. Number 1 is Five Nights at Freddy's VR Help Wanted. Number 2, Blood and Truth. Number 3, Super Shot VR. Number 4, Beat Saber. Number 5, Job Simulator, which is a crazy game. Number 6, Everybody's Golf VR. Number 7, Drunken Bar Fight. Number 8, Gun Club VR. Interesting. Number 9, Surgeon Simulator Experience Reality. And then number 10, Box VR, which is probably a boxing game. Number 1 for free-to-play games, digital again, number 1 is Dauntless, beating out the second place Fortnite. Wow. Number 3 is Apex Legends. Number 4 is Brawlhalla. Number 5, World of Warships Legends. Number 6, Warface. Number 7, Realm Royale. Number 8, Pro Evolution Soccer 2019 Light. Number 9, H1Z1 Battle Royale, another Battle Royale game. And number 10 DC Universe Online free to play, which seems can't because people like DC, and DC Universe Online is actually a pretty solid game. I haven't been on there in friggin' forever, since probably like 2015 or something crazy like that. But DC Universe I highly recommend trying it out at least. And if you don't like it, you don't have to play it. Number 444. Join the PlayStation Preview Program for a chance to get early access to updated party features by Sid Schumann at PlayStation.blog. We're getting ready to test an update to the party function on PlayStation 4 and can use some help from PS4 owners. Starting today, sign up for a chance to participate in the preview program for an advanced look at the new party features for PlayStation 4. Register at www.playstation.com/EN-FOR/beta-registration/. You can rewind for me to repeat that. I'm not going to do that on again. So hopefully you got that. For a chance to participate in the preview program as a PS4 system software beta tester. Once you have joined and are accepted as a tester, you can expect to see the following updates to Party. Increased maximum party participants from 8 to 16, which is crazy. Improved audio quality for voice chat, and improved network connectivity. Do note that if you participate in the preview program, you won't be able to join the same party or use share party with others who aren't participating in the program. However, the preview code we'll be providing can be redeemed by 20 different qualifying accounts. So share the code with your friends and try out the new party updates together. Once you participate in the preview program, parties that you're able to join will have an asterisk in front of the party name. In addition, US testers will have early access to chat transcription feature that will be available through Party and the PS4 second screen app. By using this feature, you can convert Party voice chat to text on your second screen app, or enter text into your app, which will be read out loud to other party members. This feature will only be available in the US and only in English, which is kind of cool. So you text something and it will read it to the chat out loud, which I like. And they do that similarly with a streaming service. So somebody messages in the stream chat, it'll read it out loud, the message. So make sure you get into the beta, and I already registered to it, and so I'm excited to try out the new features. Again, 8 to 16, you get a 16-player party. That's freaking a lot of voices in your head. But you get improved audio quality and improved network connectivity, because I know people get dropped off and there's NAT issues all the time. So number 555, PlayStation Plus free PS4 games. Borderlands, the Handsome Collection, and Sonic Mania. Borderlands the Handsome Collection. Borderlands the Handsome Collection includes the definitive version of both Borderlands 2 and Borderlands the pre-sequel, built specifically for next-gen consoles. Awesome! Yeah, that's just awesome. So hopefully you didn't buy Borderlands already. Luckily, I haven't for the PS4. I did buy it for the PS Vita. But I got it for free for the PS3 from PlayStation Plus years ago. So sorry for those. I know it's a common game, and so sorry for those. But I haven't played the pre-sequel, so I'm excited to play that and revisit it on PlayStation 4 in actual high definition. So next up is Sonic Mania 2. Experience the ultimate celebration of past and future in Sonic Mania, and all new 2D Sonic Adventure running at a crisp 60 frames per second with stunning HD retro style graphics. And it's a reimagined of the old Sonic games. You get Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles in this game, and they're reimagined levels of the old classic 2D games too. So it's not just porting over the old into the new. It's actually reimagined levels, which is kind of cool. So number 666, Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition is packed with plenty of goodies, by Keanu Reeves at PlayStationLifestyle.net. Based on the game's E3 2019 pressy, Cyberpunk 2077 will come packed with everything slick art style, and expansive open world Keanu Reeves character creation. And Keanu Reeves. But consumers will have the option to bring some of Cyberpunk's 2077 worlds into reality, courtesy of the recently revealed Collector's Edition. The Cyberpunk 2077 Collector's Edition will be packed with goodies, including a statue, steelbook case, hardback art book, and more. This and more certainly seems to explain the hefty price tag of $250 USD. All of the physical items that will feature in the collector's edition are listed as I read it. So, collector's edition box, case with game disc, collectible steelbook, 25 centimeter divided by 10-inch statue depicting V, the game's protagonist, in action, hardcover art book, metal pin set, Quadra V-Tech metal keychain, and annotated copy of A Visitor's Guide to Night City, sealed in a NCPD evidence bag, embroidered patches, world condemnum detailing the game's setting and lore, postcards from Night City, map of Night City, and sticker bomb set. So that is definitely worth. They definitely made that worth the $250 for people who wanted to buy the collector's edition. And I believe, as she wrote, unfortunately, CD Projekt Red's community lead Marcy Momont had some bad news for PC players, because the PC version of Cyberpunk 2077 will only have a digital release in the United States. The collector's edition will not be available to PC players in the States. Pre-orders for the collector's edition are live at retailers and online. It seems PlayStation 4 fans on Amazon acted fast, as the version of the title already appears to be sold out. However, GameStop apparently still has the collector's edition of Cyberpunk 2077 in stock. Those unwilling or unable to spend extra on Cyberpunk 2077 need not worry. Similar to The Witcher 3, Cyberpunk 2077 Standard Edition will have plenty of extras whatever. These physical extras include a World Condemnum, Night City postcards, Night City postcards, Night City map, and stickers. The digital offerings are to feature the game's soundtrack and art booklet, Cyberpunk 2077's source book, and desktop and mobile wallpapers. Cyberpunk 2077 will hit the PlayStation 4, PC, and Xbox One on April 16th, 2020. And definitely worth $250 USD. Unfortunately, again, for the PC players, they won't be able to get it. But it happens, because it's a PC, and so PC players really don't buy hard copy games anymore, CD-ROM games. Yeah. So if you're interested, go buy that, because I'm definitely interested in Cyberpunk, as I mentioned before, and then we have another thing talking about Cyberpunk later on, which I'm excited to talk about. But number 777, explore 9 Star Wars films in LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga by Keanu Reeves at PlayStationLifestyle.net. Weeks ago, rumors of new LEGO Star Wars title surfaced online. According to the leak, 9 Star Wars films in the spacefaring saga would feature an alleged the new complete saga release. With E3 2019 underway, there's been confirmation that most of the rumors concerning such a game are indeed true. TT Games will launch LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga on an unspecified date in 2020. I need to drink some water. All right. If all goes as planned, LEGO Star Wars fans will have a bevy of content on their plates. Apparently, as noted in a press release, the Skywalker Saga is set to offer the biggest roster of playable characters in the LEGO Star Wars series. The sheer amount of playable experiences won't stop there. Either either. Some of the franchise's most iconic vehicles will also be at the player's disposal, including Millennium Falcon, Resistance X-Wings, and much more. This may all seem overwhelming, however, players will have the option to dive into the saga at whichever point they choose. For instance, those who want to kick things off with the original trilogy Star Wars A New Hope can do so. If starting with The Last Jedi tickles the fancy of others, that too is an option. Said TT Games managing director Tom Stone, the studio's intent is to give fans of the franchise complete freedom to explore the LEGO Star Wars galaxy. In a press release about the game's announcement, Stone stated the following: LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga marks our return to the franchise that kicked off the LEGO video game series. The game will give fans an all-new LEGO Star Wars experience with complete freedom to explore the LEGO Star Wars galaxy. It is an absolute pleasure to be a part of the launch of the original LEGO Star Wars game, and it's equally exciting to now move the series forward and help create a new era of LEGO Star Wars games. LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga will come to the PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, PC, and Xbox One in 2020. Cool, I'm excited. I have a multiple. Look right here. Look at this. Star Wars, the video game. This is the first one that came out. When did this come out? This came out in 2005, guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, 2005. Crazy. Wow. And then I have the complete saga, and I have a bunch of LEGO games on different systems too, especially the Star Wars ones. And I think I have Batman. I think I have Batman, Harry Potter, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. I think that's about it. Oh, and Chime, the LEGO Cartoon Network Tiger game-ish thing. I platinum that game in like seconds. It took me a day. Number 8. Deathloop is Arcane Studios' chaotic new game by Jordan Aslett at PlayStationLifestyle.net. A new game from Arcane Loin, makers of Bioshock 2, Dishonored, and Prey, have revealed as part of Bethesda's E3 showcase. Deathloop is currently in development, though we don't know which platform it is for yet. In Deathloop, players will be transported to the island of Black Reef. The place has plunged into chaos due to a time loop. The game focuses around two gunslingers who are stuck into a battle with one another. Jules and the captain are each trying to influence the state of the island. One wants the time loop to end, and the other wants it to continue. Deathloop will feature the first-person gameplay that has become something of an Arcane Studios signature. And I love Prey, and I love Dishonored, and I love Bioshock. So I have no problem them tackling this game as well. I feel like it's going to be awesome, and I can't wait for it. I'd highly recommend checking out the trailer, though it's not actual gameplay footage. It's very interesting, though. Number 999. So here it is, the one I wanted to talk about. E3 2019. Guy who told Keanu Reeves he was breathtaking nabs a free copy of Cyberpunk 2077, and I believe it's the collector's edition. By Robert Ramsey at pushsquare.com. So, in case you didn't know, Keanu Reeves showed up on the stage at the Xbox E3 2019 press conference to talk about Cyberpunk 2017. Reeves is playing a seemingly central character in CD Projekt Red's open-world RPG named Johnny Silverhand. And his shock appearance at the show has pretty much been the highlight of E3 so far. An especially entertaining moment happened when Reeves described his experience with the game as breathtaking. A man in the crowd, now confirmed to be a YouTuber called Peter Sark, shouted, "You're breathtaking," back at Reeves during a momentary pause. This prompted Reeves to fire the compliment back at Sark, and then the rest of the audience. Naturally, the whole thing got a huge cheer. If you're unfamiliar with the whole scenario, we've included the presser footage above, courtesy of Platform 32. Which, of course, well, you're gonna click above. I forgot to take that out. I forgot to edit that out of the article. But yeah, if you haven't watched the video, it's very funny. It's becoming memes now and all over the place now. CNN has covered it, and this guy is getting a whole bunch of press over this. But the story doesn't end there. After revealing on Twitter he was the one who shouted back at Reeves, CD Projekt Red replied to Stark's post saying, "It got you a free Cyberpunk 2077 collector's edition on top. Check your DMs." I was like, and it's just moments like that you gotta be there, and it's awesome to be a gamer like that, and just like, hey, Keanu Reeves, you're breathtaking. No, you're breathtaking. Those funny moments, man. But again, Keanu Reeves is in a video game now, and so that makes Cyberpunk 2077 even better game to play. And so I highly recommend checking Cyberpunk 2077 out. I'm really excited for it. But let's get into the next one. Number 10, The Drop. New PlayStation games for June 10th, 2019. Dragon Star Varnir for PS4, digital and retail release. Zemphi is part of a group known to hunt witches, but is saved by witches who feed him dragon blood when he nearly dies on a hunt. Reluctantly, he joins the witches to fight against his unbringing and defeat the most powerful witch. Can they beat the odds, or will his new allies fall to the dragon's curse? That was very confusing, but it sounds like an RPG. Horizon Shift 81, PS4, digital. Horizon Shift 81 is an explosion wave-based single-screen shooter, or SHMUP for short, with a real retro feel to it. You can even play the game in Tate screen mode. The player controls a ship in the center of the screen as enemies approach from the top and bottom. Interesting, very interesting. The House in Fata Morgan, PS4, digital cross-buy. A gothic suspense tale set in a cursed mansion. The House in Fata Morga is a full-length visual novel spanning nearly a millennial that deals in tragedy, human nature, and insanity. For me, visual novels are good. I mean, they have to have equally good gameplay. I feel like the Zero visual puzzle games are really good. I played one game that I reviewed that I just didn't like at all. It wasn't that great because it was like, and I read slow too, and so it was like 75% visual novel and 25% gameplay, and I was just like, what the heck is this even? I even call this a game, or is it just like a digital book? So with that, let's go into the next one. Queen's Quest 3: The End of Dawn, PS4, digital release. A promising alchemy student, Elena, is sent on a mission to retrieve a powerful artifact. During this quest, she will meet many kids of danger, solve a variety of riddles, explore a vast kingdom, and relive the tragic history of her childhood. Follow Elena on her mission to save her hometown and the people she loves. That's very interesting. I like that. Interesting plot. That's Queen's Quest 3, The End of Dawn, PS4 digital release. Virulent Swing, PS4 digital release. Grab your hookshot and enter surreal fever dream, where statues stare you down and you die on impact with any of your surroundings. Wow, okay. That's Virulent Swing, an abstract gauntlet, and transforms into weirder and more challenging courses as you sail and soar through strange landscapes of koi fish, pizza slices, and other bizarre obstacles. Judging by what it looks like, it's definitely, I think it's Japanese too. But that is it. Oh my god, guys, that is it for the drop and for the PlayStation news. And so I'm very excited to play Cyberpunk. again. I love the dynamic between the zombie games and Tom Clancy's games competing against each other on the top 10 list. And Keanu Reeves at Cyberpunk. Oh my god! If you guys haven't seen the new John Wick movie, Parabellum, just go watch it. You need to do yourself a favor and go watch it. If you haven't seen the first two John Wick movies, do yourself a favor. Go see John Wick 1 and then John Wick 2 and then John Wick 3 Parabellum in the theaters as soon as you can, because all those movies are amazing and I highly recommend watching that. And so with that, I hope you guys are liking these podcasts. I really enjoy doing this stuff and I really want to keep doing it and stuff. So feel free to like, subscribe, rate me on iTunes. I'm on multiple podcasting services, so whatever you like. I'm on Spotify, I'm on iHeartRadio, so whatever you like. I will no longer be on SoundCloud, and SoundCloud is just way too expensive at $135. It's just way too expensive until I found Anchor. You can follow me at anchor.fm/MMPP, which is 100% free. Awesome streaming service, and it gives you a free RSS feed link, which is outstanding, which is just freaking awesome. And I'm so glad I found this website. Because I was watching a podcast and Gary Vee talked about it, and it was the next upcoming thing he was looking at in Anchor, and I looked that up. I was like, wow, this is awesome. And I played around with it and I was like, yep, I'm switching over. And I switched over from SoundCloud, and I'm so glad I did, because SoundCloud was just way too expensive, and now I get to save $135 a year on that. And I'm very excited about that because I get $135 to save to do whatever I want with. And I'm really excited about that. And just a lot of good news is coming out, again, with Legos coming out and the new Ghostbusters coming out. I'm very excited about that. I talked that in my last Monday Morning PlayStation podcast. The collection edition, $250, and I'm excited to get back into Borderlands, the handsome collection, and I'm very excited to get my hands on what is it? I just forgot the name. Destiny Shadowkeep. I'm very excited to get my hands on that, as I pre-ordered the $120 collector's edition. That, God, it's just for me, anything Destiny. Destiny is just an awesome game, and I've spent so many hours into it, so I'm just gonna keep playing it and keep playing the games I love in tandem with it, as well as Destiny is just, I play other games and then come back to Destiny and try to grind it out, because I just love playing Destiny. It's just a fun game. It's a solid shooter, and I really love playing it, and I just throw money at it at this time. My God. But it's an awesome game, and I love the experience. I love playing with people and getting these awards, and it's just an awesome game, and I'm really excited for Shadowkeep right now. I'm playing the Season of Olympus right now. I think that's what it's called, and it's very interesting so far with Callus and how they're operating everything right now, and how you're on Nessus and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. And so with that, in case you didn't know, I'm Dylan Lepore, and this is the 20th Monday Morning PlayStation Podcast. Each and every week on Monday at 6 a.m. Eastern Time, a new podcast is released on YouTube, iTunes, and other podcasting services talking about PlayStation news, games I've been playing, and some commentary on what's going on in my life. Find the MP4 on YouTube at youtube.com/Dylan Lepore, and find the MP3 on Anchor at anchor.fm/MMPP. Thanks for listening to my podcast, and feel free to chat with me on Twitter at Dylan's Legos. And I'll see you guys on Thursday, actually. Yeah, Thursday. So, again, thank you for watching this podcast. Make sure you subscribe, like, rate, whatever you want. I'd love to talk to you guys on Twitter. Love to see what you guys think about the PlayStation news of this week. And enjoy E3, guys. So with that, I'll see you guys on Thursday, and bye.
Thank you.